looking, it's gonna be electrifying. And we're about to see the Game 3 of the night. It's TLPH versus ONIC Philippines in this golden rivalry. The last time these teams saw each other in Week 1, ONIC Philippines swept Team Liquid Philippines. But after that Game 2 win from ONIC, we might just see something different here in Game 3.
Look at the Mathilda, look at the Farsa, how they rotate. It's going to be up to Team Liquid Philippines to match that. If they're not going to match it, they're going to have to go for counter juggling and disruption elsewhere. Oh, okay. King Kong with the retribution.
Oh, yeah, he actually went in for the retribution there.
Yeah, he had to use it. There was a risk that maybe JP could have stolen it away.
Yep. So Carl TZ definitely will be taking this. He just used his retribution now. Surprisingly, Super Prince and Brusco are able to really deal with this. I mean, this is what you wouldn't expect from a Mathilda Farsa, no less from a Mathilda Farsa in the mid.
Ouch.
But
have taken a lot in lane. Kelra is just dictating the tempo here in the gold lane trading. Regen already popped off there by Oheb.
And this is something they did expect. I would expect that the Harith would win a lot of the early game, especially if he lands those synchro visions. But it seems that Kelra's mastery on this Bruno and the choice of emblem as well allows him to sustain and outposition Oheb in the lane right now. But let's wait for those team fights later on. It seems that we are setting up for the next big objective in this Broken Walls. Once again, we have seen back-to-back Broken Walls games here for TLPH and ONIC. And it seems that Sanji still looking for that level 4, same as Super Prince.
Yeah. Again, no level 4s coming in just yet. It's even for the EXP, or especially for the EXP laners, so I feel like that could have been a fight earlier on. Now we most likely will be seeing one take place, especially as the turtle is already up.
Look at the level gap between JP and Brusco. JP is lagging behind in terms of the EXP.
Yeah, he's not at level 4 just yet. Brusco, goes in, but gets down to half HP. Venom Airstrike already committed, but King Kong still gets the objective, but at the expense of Kirk. And that kill will go into the hands of Carl. Kelra too, somehow joining the fight here in the mid lane.
Wow.
But they'll stop here.
First blood for TLPH and the turtle for ONIC. Who wins that trade?
Yeah, pretty even there, honestly, with how Team Liquid Philippines were still able to walk away with the kill, punishing the deep dive that Kirk needed to do there to make sure that they had the space. It depends if we can see a bigger win elsewhere for Team Liquid Philippines, considering they get the kill to get more kills, but at this point that time has passed, the window has closed, and now let's look at the items. Good disruption by Sanford!
Oh wait, he's denying that easy take on the orange buff from King Kong. Also forced out the retribution, but yeah, King Kong's able to get away safe.
Yeah, and the regen as well.
Yeah, really good steal there. Now you're slowing down the farm of the YSS. Of course, since the YSS was the one who was able to get the first kill, that was a good counter jungle rotation by King Kong. At that point, you're looking to see what resources you can take from the opposing jungler. They understood that the timing was off for Carl TZ to get his orange buff. King Kong decided to steal it instead.
And now we are entering the 3-minute mark, where Oheb seems to be the next target here for ONIC Philippines. Big upcoming rotation, but it seems that TLPH are well aware that they are about to go in that vicinity. Nice block from Sanji and the gang, and it seems that the gold lane duel will continue as a 1v1 unless Carl TZ has different ideas. And look at Oheb.
Yeah, there's the 1v1. Worldy already used as well. And there's a separate skirmish happening in the mid lane too, right before the next objective spawns. But Oheb's pretty low.
Yeah.
We'll have to be careful with this.
He took in like 3 extra hits from that Worldy after Kelra threw it next to the minions. And now with that river speed up, everybody's been converging on that next turtle. The first turtle was handed over to the ONIC Philippines squad, but TLPH were able to get that first blood. Wonder how this turtle fight would come in next.
Yeah, it's going to be a full 5v5. It looks like both teams are going to be sending their gold laners unless Kelra decides to go back down. He does. It's going to be Oheb who joins the rest of Team Liquid 5v4, but that forces Kelra to go back to the turtle.
But there's still King Kong. There's still a potential steal from King Kong. And there you have it, a Phantom Execution into the steal. Sanford gets to immune the AOG, and they're still trying to fight back. JP in the middle of everything. Sanji flickering in just to look for a target, but Kelra, he picks up a kill on JP. Kirk might still go for this. Carl TZ has to be careful. Gets stunned! And there goes Kirk.
continues here. Sanford tanks a bit of damage coming in from Kirk. Brave Spider used, but he's not going to flicker in. But looks like another orange buff will be stolen away here by King Kong. Thorn rolls out, baby. And he's able to take that buff.
Yeah, the final hit of the Raging Slash actually just brought the orange buff really low. Quick enough for King Kong to use the Thorn Rose. Kelra is taking control of this fight, but you have to shout out Super Prince, the Monster Mage.
Oh, Sanford's...
Oh! The Beast for a reason!
He just tried to avoid the Thorn Rose, but not even standing right in front of King Kong will do you any good because his basic attacks deal so much damage already, and this is going to be a turret that will go into the hands of Kelra.
The King Kong on fire here. The Beast finds one once again, and now a 2.3k gold lead starting to build up for ONIC Philippines as they go for the invade, and it seems that Super Prince will be the one taking the purple buff as Carl Teasy tries to steal away the ONIC side purple buff. Is able to take it and stay alive in doing so.
Yeah. So far, they have to be a bit more patient, I'd say, for Team Liquid Philippines. But it's not like they're the ones starting things off, too.
Yeah.
It's just that ONIC Philippines, they're not letting them rest at all, fully knowing that right now is the time that they should really be playing this aggressively. And just as I mentioned it, Carl Teasy nearly fell to the feathered airstrike. They're just not letting up.
Yep, and they're looking for Kirk here. It's a 3v3 down the river, but Kirk is low on HP, able to go out with a guiding wind, and it seems that Sanji will just be giving out that vision as the last turtle of the game spawns, but I feel like they're not going to fight for it anymore. If none of them touches, and that's the Worldy burnt as well, but the Crimson Beacon will be used for the side of TLPH as the turtle is started here by ONIC.
Yeah, luckily Sanji got to reposition there. Another feathered airstrike from Super Prince. It's just causing so much problems for Team Liquid.
Yeah, every time Liquid rotates to the center, Prince is just there to shut it down. Now Carl Teasy 3v1!
How can you do this?
And the Circuit Eagle Mountain Shocker only landing on Super Prince, and he won't even get to take a single kill out of that.
Caught between 3 Sonics, and the gold couldn't do anything. And the gold lead balloons up to 3.6k, and the buffs, I feel like, will be stolen, considering that 10 seconds is a long time for Carl.
All right, the lead between the Bruno and the Harris, 1,500 and plus.
Jeez.
That isn't just because ONIC have been dominating the map. Oh, wait, oh, that's, no, not like that. What a play.
No, the Dark Wave, the Flicker. It did happen right under the turret, all onto OHEB. No one from Team Liquid Philippines was able to react.
That was just so off-tempo coming in from Kirk. You wouldn't really expect him to expend his flicker just for one kill. But then again, you pin it as just one kill. No, it's a kill on OHEB, who's already down by 1.5k.
Yeah, this is looking like a very tough situation. Another feathered airstrike into the Infernal Pursuits from Kirk, but he might get punished here. But there you have it. TLPH finally get to pick up a trade.
Yeah, that looked like a miscom there. It doesn't look like ONIC were completely in the same page of fighting alongside Kirk, as Super Prince was able to get the burst off there onto Sanji, so Kirk decided to commit the Infernal Pursuit, jump on him, but Liquid were ready to respond, while ONIC were not ready to fight. So as we look at the items, revisiting the 2 gold laners, massive, getting close now to 2,000 is the gold lead of Kelra, hovering around that. Feather of Heaven and just a Starlium, while Kelra's already on the way to potentially a Malefic Gun.
Yeah, that's the complete power spike for the Bruno right now. And as you remember, the moment that Bruno gets that Malefic Gun, it's going to be a lot of pain here for the side of TLPH, but nice dodge coming in from Sanji.
Okay. My goodness.
Didn't even burn the flicker.
Yeah.
By the way, he had the flicker.
He just trusted in his ability to sidestep his way through, even with the Wings by Wings already committed by Super Prince in an attempt to actually take him down. That looked really dangerous there for Sanji, but he's still in this game. But currently, ONIC are in control of the Lord Pit.
Good control over the Lord Pit. Half HP on this Lord. It seems that TLPH will be conceding this Lord out. And that's going to be a Lord secured by Kelra. And as they go in for the fight, they fight one, they fight Carl!
They change targets. They're looking for Carl. Feathered Airstrike lands 2, and the Dark Wave makes it right in time to allow for the Feathered Airstrikes to connect. And King Kong picks up the kill on OHEB. They take 4 members down. He finds a triple. It's only 40 left alone.
And it's the Apex Predator turned into prey. away, and that's gonna be a wipeout for ONIC Philippines.
They have minions.
A 4-man dark wave from Kirk.
Bruce go with the knockup as well, and this could be it.
They won't even wait for the Lord to join anymore. Oheb and Carl Teasy get to respawn. The Mountain Shocker makes it just in time, and they buy enough time for now.
The death timers were a bit too short there. That would have been a win for ONIC Philippines, but TLPH, saved by the bell, allowed to defend once again. But JP might just be in trouble. Half HP here. King Kong finds him, but King Kong looks for Carl. Better airstrike, lands on one, and they're going to be able to escape that entire fight as they try to melt down the Lord down bottom lane.
AOG used just to get away, but that was able to distract ONIC Philippines well enough, so they were able to work on the Lord that was able to get into the base down bottom. They will be losing all their holy shields too, however. Can't believe it's just been 11 minutes in this game, and ONIC with an 8k gold lead. They definitely might have an opening here.
All 5 members of ONIC are on point right now. They are fulfilling the responsibilities with every sequence perfectly. Super Prince with the zone out and applying the artillery damage. Kirk being another frontliner alongside Brusco, helping him, and both of them helping each other set things up. Well, just wait for King Kong to dash around and damage. Kelra staying alive. Slow, fundamental, a precise execution by ONIC is putting Team Liquid Philippines apart.
Now they're able to take down the top lane base turret as well. JP going in, but just jumping away with the AOG. ONIC knows that he no longer has his ultimate, but TLPH are still holding on to this mid lane base turret. They're not letting go of it. They're trying to defend it as much as they can. And ONIC Philippines will now retreat.
They respected it. They knew that TLPH had enough damage to defend that mid lane, but looks like they're gonna play it safe for the upcoming Lord of the game. That will be the second Lord, and it seems that because of that extremely long Lord push, we're just gonna have to wait for 20 seconds.
Yeah, Malefic Gun and Windtalker already for Kelra. So look at that, it's almost a crit hit. So Sanford decides to build up the blade armor, and I think that should be another one as well. So 2 blade armors in succession, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna have to double check the items. No, it's just the one on Sanford. Yeah. So no way in hell Team Liquid Philippines would want to contest this Lord, because if they mess up the contention, they lose the game. Yeah. So you see them just playing back, and they will wait for the defense. This is going to be an incredibly tough defense though, as ONIC are stacked up. They have the items, they have everything they need to win in the next Lord Siege.
Lightning Truncheon as well, picked up here by Super Prince, which means that you can't be the first target of that feathered airstrike, or else you might just drop half on your HP. So a lot of positioning advantage here for the side of ONIC Philippines, and meanwhile for TLPH, as you said, Brenmar, it's going to be a really hard defense here for the Cavalry. The last time that these boys met, it was a massive win for ONIC Philippines, and even if it was a sweep back then, and this is a Game 3, ONIC Philippines is looking for the same result. They want to maintain that #2 spot in our Infinite standings.
Yep. All numbers complete, but the first target will be this base turret. They go and back off for now because there are bigger problems to deal with, and that will first mainly be the Lord, but ONIC will not wait! They immediately take out OM first, and it's a double kill for Kelra. Sanji trying to deal with King Kong, but there's not much he can do. Kelra picking up a maniac before eventually closing out